everybody? Welcome back to another installment for the Jurassic Park 3 toy line. Today we're going to be reviewing a vehicle from that line because we've been looking at a lot of vehicles from The Lost World, so I figured let's look at a Jurassic Park 3 vehicle, considering there wasn't really many vehicles from the movie anyway. But here it is, the all-terrain Dino Trapper. So yeah, considering there wasn't really many vehicles seen in the third Jurassic Park film, this vehicle is completely made up in fantasy. Was not seen in the movie or anything at all, but it is pretty cool looking, and I always did kind of like it. It's got room for two characters, a passenger and a driver, and some pegs that I think are for other characters to stand on. There's a peg on the back here, and then on both these side pieces on the passenger and driver's side over here. Yeah, it's right there, the other peg. I really do dig this vehicle. It's got a lot of, it's mostly yellow, but it's got a little bit of brownish here towards the front. You can kind of see in splashes of like what looks to be dirt. You can see there's like splashes of like that dirt color all over the vehicle, so it looks like this thing's been flying through the mud. Very cool that they added that in. It's got some pretty cool tires, all-terrain vehicle. But one of the main features of this toy was you flip this net piece back like that on this swivel piece. Not swivel piece, but it's on this thing. Push it back. And then there's these two action buttons in this back piece on this side, the right side and the left. And you pull the one for the left side right here. You pull this one back, and this is the action feature. So it clamps down forward on any dinosaurs you're trying to capture, and it gives an electronic sound, because I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be like this net was electronic or something to stun the dinosaur. But either way, it just folds right back up into this clip, and then it's basically there for when you want to use it again. I mean, you can fire this when the net's like that, but to make it work, the net piece has to be back like this, and so yeah. Let's take a quick look at the exclusive Billy figure that comes with this vehicle too. So this is another version of the character Billy from Jurassic Park 3. This is just his all-terrain dinosaur trapper form. Slightly better than the other one that comes with the Pteranodon and the parachute. I think this one looks slightly cooler. I mean, I don't know. It was never really crazy for many of the Jurassic Park 3 figures, even the humans. But if I had to say, the one for this all-terrain Dino Trapper is slightly better than the Billy with the Pteranodon figure and everything. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, considering this vehicle is completely made up in fantasy and wasn't really seen in, or wasn't even seen in the movie, it's pretty cool. I mean, they weren't hunting dinosaurs in Jurassic Park 3, so it's kind of strange that it's got the ability to catch dinosaurs and stuff, but another feature that this had, just like this clip piece on the left side you pull this one on the right, on the passenger side, and it would give its dino damage for this vehicle, which was a really cool dino damage feature. And this door piece basically pops off. Very neat dino damage door. So yeah, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. This piece basically just goes right back. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. This piece basically goes right back into here. You basically line up with that, and then you just push it there and it snaps in. So, very cool. The only way for that to come off is hitting this button on the back. You pull that piece back, and then when it hits the button right here, it makes a sound. So, pulling that back gives the action to hit it, and then when you pull that piece back, it will hit the button. So, awesome dino damage that can come off and come on really easily, and you can get it back in easily. And another feature this vehicle had was this missile piece on this side door. You can move this up, down. You can't really move it back because it gets hindered by the stuff on the back, but alright, either way. Mostly to be sitting at this angle, as you can see. For the next thing, and you press this button in, and it shoots. I mean, it's on this thing, so it can't get lost, so it can only go a certain distance, but it shoots, so that's really cool. The only thing I didn't like about this, it has this piece that kind of just hangs there, so if you are driving outside or whatever with this thing, or using this thing outside, this can get caught in the wheels and whatever, so best to like try to leave it up caught in here somewhere is what I usually try to do. So if you're driving, it's not on the ground, dragging on the ground. Either way, you guys know what I'm saying. But another feature about this vehicle was this back part comes out, revealing the back so you can have other figures sit in the back, or just put other stuff if you want it, I guess. But either way, this back piece comes out. You can change the batteries on the bottom. This is basically where all the sounds come from. Sound number 1, sound number 2 is on this side right here. The download damage sound, some tanks, and another kind of cool thing that this thing had on it was this gun. You press this other button right here, and oh yes, we have laser guns now for Jurassic Park 3. Very cool. But yeah, this piece just, you can either have it on the ground, wherever, and you can have it even maybe set up like a turret for your characters to use this gun, this laser gun, or whatever. So yeah, that piece is removable, very cool, adds some playability in. If you don't, you just put it back in here, and yeah, that's about it. That's where the electronic pieces are and everything to this. So if you're wondering if I had to rate this, it gets probably around the 4-ish, or 4.2, 4.3 in that area. And it gets the awesome seal of approval. And you may be wondering, why is that? It's because, as most of you know, like, I wasn't really crazy for a lot of the Jurassic Park 3 dinosaurs and stuff, so it's really cool to see a made-up vehicle that wasn't in the film, and that's pretty as cool as this. I mean, like, I just think this thing's sweet looking. I mean, all-terrain, it can go anywhere, and to catch dinosaurs, so it's very cool, especially the marks that has the claw marks on it. A very decent amount of detail considering this is a Hasbro toy from 2001. I mean, yeah, 2001. It's not really extremely rare. It can be found pretty easily, especially in the United States, for probably under 20 bucks, even with all the parts. I mean, it is missing parts most of the time, like this back piece sometimes may be missing, or the door on the side may be missing, but yeah. It shouldn't prove too difficult to find. It's not really, like I said, it's not extremely rare, and I'm pretty sure it retailed for like 20 bucks back in the day. So if you can find it, it's a great addition to a Jurassic Park collection, and especially if you like the Jurassic Park 3 line, it's a pretty cool vehicle. I'm not really too crazy for the straight up all yellow paint job. I think it would have been kind of cooler if instead of the yellow on this, it was like green or something. Like a dark forest green, almost like Lost World, kind of. That way, it would have, I don't know. I feel like the green on this would have been kind of cool. I mean, the brown's pretty sweet, too, on the front. The yellow and the brown. But the bright yellow, I don't know. It's just me. The bright yellow doesn't really do much for me on this vehicle. But maybe someone else out there does. So, thumbs up the video. Leave a comment and tell me what you guys think of the all-terrain Dino Trapper, and what are your opinions? I give it the awesome seal of approval, and it was one of the few good things to come out of the Jurassic Park 3 Hasbro line, in my opinion, was this vehicle. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this review, thumbs up the video, subscribe. It really helps me, and it will give me motivation to keep coming back doing reviews for you guys. And if you subscribe, I can guarantee you I will be reviewing all the figures from Jurassic Park Series 1 and 2 lines, the Lost World Series 1 and 2, Jurassic Park 3, and the Chaos Effect line, and Jurassic World figures when they come out. Yeah, subscribing will keep you guys up to date with all the reviews I'm going to be doing for the Jurassic Park toys and the new toys from Hasbro that will be coming out, and the new miniseries I'm doing. So, yeah, stick around. There'll be a lot of sweet stuff. JP Toys 97's back under a new name.